Oh crap, don't tell me we got audio. Finally. Okay. Now, Harley, this is for you. Last time, the last video I sent you to was the wrong damn one. It was a terrible video. So here, I want to be able to show you. That was stupid too. I want to be able to show you a better sight of these. So I'll send you this video. But I'm going over here to get one of my loops. And hopefully you'll get a better view of everything in your hat. So we're going to start out with the question I'd asked you, and I was surprised by your reply, but it makes sense because these things would go in there and cause a lot of damage to knock out the deer, and that'll give you the size. That's a barber dime, so that'll give you an idea how small these things are. And all these I found in Oregon, with the exception of this one, and this is the only one I found in New Jersey. Okay. I walked the fields after they'd plow them, and I'd let them rain on them a couple of times, and you could walk. I mean, you could walk all day and not find one, or you might find three or four. But these are the ones. These are the only ones that I personally have found. That's a Sinohydrosaurus, by the way. Not that you're interested, but now we'll get to the. These are the ones that I bought at this thrift shop for 50 bucks. All of the quartz, all of the quartz ones that are laying around here. Some of them are perfect, others aren't. Were purchased from that same thrift store. And then these were the same kind. But then here's was the ones that I'm happy to find out. You were saying were rhyolite. Uh, these are really strange because they don't have the edge that these that you'd normally expect, especially after going through the ones that had that were obsidian or were flint or quartz. These just didn't have the edge on them. But I don't know how. They don't seem like they even flaked. That must have been a hard stuff for them to work with. But I guess they made do with whatever they had at the time. Here's another quartz one. Here's some nice quartz ones. They were all in the same batch I bought for 50 bucks. I was very pleased, to say the least. This one seems just like perfect. But quartz is on the Mo chart. Let's see, quartz is like number 6 or something. So quartz is pretty hard stuff. Here's another one of those that's hard to figure out. So I don't know all told how many there are, and I don't know if rhyolite comes in, if that's just the gray ones. Now see, this is some type of agate or flint or something that flakes well, like you do. You do. I mean, Jesus, I'd be shitting bricks. Afraid I'd lose an eye the way you chip away, but you sure know what you're doing. Now, here are the ones that I've been sent. Uh, these I bought at the flea market for $1 a piece. I can't believe that somebody would work these and make them. These are modern ones, of course. You'd recognize that. It would make them for $1 a piece. And then the friend that I trade fossils for silver with, he has his aunt has a friend that makes these, and these are really nice. See how thin they are. I was watching that obsidian one you're making now, and I guess by the time you get done with it, it's going to be like translucent. But these are excellent, and they sent so many. I couldn't get over it. How nice they were. Then here's a fossil that nobody seems to know what it is. But here's what the question I was going to ask you. And I really don't have any right to take up as much time of yours as I already have. But I mentioned that I had two of these big pieces of snowflake obsidian. And this is about a 10-pound piece. But I'm not sure. And it's beautiful stuff. I mean, I use it as a almost as a door stop. But uh, if it's the type of stuff that you knock a big chunk off of and start with your obsidian, or if it's a different kind of obsidian, and do these what they call snowflakes, do they interfere with the cracking of them when you whack them on the end with that stick of yours? But I hope this gives you a better look. That was unfair. I knew there were arrowheads in that video, but I didn't. I really didn't look at. I didn't go back and look at the video. That's not the one I wanted to send you. So I figured, oh well, I got time. Let me see if I can just make a new video just for you. It'll be public. Anybody can watch it. But I wanted you to get a better look at these rhyolite ones, and I want to thank you, uh, Harley, so much for taking your time. Uh, as you see, there's a number of them. So even at $50, I end up getting these original quartz ones, and 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 all of these for for $50. So I probably ended up with damn near 50 of them. Now that one looks like flint. But I don't know. I shouldn't even open my mouth because I don't really know. But I love the quartz ones, and the quartz ones, boy, they just seem like they'd be so much harder to work than would the flint or would the obsidian or these other things. And then these rhyolite ones, geez, you wonder how they ever held an edge, or if they ever had any kind of an edge like those others did. But I thought it might be more justice to you to show these. Uh, this is a type of this is a type of quartz too. It seems, as is this thing. This is a sort of a clunker, but it's definitely it's definitely been worked. You know, I just love these quartz ones. And then I'll show the biggest of the rhyolite, and you can. That's a terrible background, huh? But I want to thank you very much for all your help, and I I think you do great work. That one you're working on now is just mammoth. I mean, it's just huge. It looks like a woolly mammoth slayer. uh, so when again, I don't want to take up much of your time, but I did want to show you a better video than that crap thing I sent you. But you can see I'm into fossils as well as into arrowheads. And my main channel is silver. But I think I'm going to move over more and more to the that's petrified wood, more and more to just the fossils and things. And I want to thank you for your time and hope you had a better idea. Again, thanks for your time. I know you're very busy. There's some recent fossils I got.